Hello again, and it's time for a bit more of Phoenix Point. A word of warning, this may well turn into a bit of a ranty video, but before I get into that, I've played a little bit more, as you can see, explored some areas around, recruited a few more dudes. My manufacturing is a bit of an issue. The monsters keep destroying my hell cannons and sniper rifles. It does make sense, it's sensible AI to target the high damage output weaponry, but it is slightly annoying. But that isn't what the rant is about. The rant is about this mission. I've got no heavies available for this mission, just a couple of snipers and assault. I have recruited a technician who is god awful, but hopefully he'll get better as he levels. Yes. The rant is about the number of enemies that are starting to spawn. Now, I have seen a couple Chirons, a couple Sirens, and like a dozen or so Crabmen with a couple of Mind Fraggers in a previous mission, which is fine. I think somewhere in the 10 to 20 realm is pretty much the ideal number of enemies to be fighting. You only have 6 dudes, but they are, they've got some skills. They've got a few tricks they can pull, so they can handle a reasonable number of enemies. What they can't handle, however, is 30 plus enemies at once. I mean, yes, it's doable, but by God, it's annoying. Because you're sitting there, your turn takes a few minutes, and you're then just waiting as 20, 30 enemies take their shots. And there's nothing you can do. You're just a passive spectator. It's the biggest problem with a lot of these games. Instead of throwing more challenging enemies, tougher enemies, they just throw more and more and more, and they give them more and more hit points. Now, having said all that, the enemies may well be randomly generated and completely different in this version, but from that brief glimpse I just had there, it does look like they've spawned 30 Tritons with pistols. Let's just have a wee look. So yeah, these are things. So Phoenix Point, from what I understand, the AI has a number of points they're allowed to spend on monsters. Obviously, the more powerful the monsters are, the more points they cost, the better weapons they have, the more points they cost, and so on. So what the AI has started doing is just spamming Tritons, one of the cheapest monsters, with the most hit points, far more hit points than Crabmen, has to be said. So even a sniper rifle cannot kill it in one shot. And every time you shoot them, they become invisible, so you can only shoot them once per turn, and it takes 2 shots to kill them, and they're only armed with a shitty little pistol, so it's the most hit points and the most defense for the fewest point values possible. So they can literally just throw 30, 40 of them. I'm not even far into the game. I don't even think I'm in the second month of the game yet. So God knows what the numbers would be like at the end of a year of this game. So it's a bit of a rant, and I'll probably rant a bit more when it gets to the creature's actual turns, because it's just so boring to sit there as all these mobs take these piddly little 20, 30 damage shots at you, and you just cannot kill them fast enough. It's... yeah. Words cannot really fully express. This is the one thing that could stop me from actually completing a campaign. Because if it's like this towards the end of the first month, then by month 3, month 6, they could be throwing 100 of these mobs at you. I mean, maybe by that point you've researched a bigger dropship, so you can have maybe 10, 12, 16 men, but you're still going to be spending 20, 30 minutes per enemy turn. That's just with them shooting, not with anything else happening. And that is not fun or engaging gameplay. It's boring, and it's repetitive, and it's slow, and it's a terrible design decision that I'm hoping to hell they're going to change their mind about before the final release. So here we go. This could take some time. Bearing in mind, these are only the ones I can see as well. There are even more on the other side of the map I hadn't spotted. And it will spawn more in. And they spawn mist to hide their movements. And they disappear as soon as you shoot them. The biggest complaint I had with the XCOM Long War mod was a fantastic mod, but that had the same issue towards the end. Just dozens and dozens and dozens of mobs that were just massive sacks of hit points. And those ones couldn't even disappear on you. I understand it's a viable game strategy for the AI to be playing, but it's not one that encourages people to continue playing the game. I just don't want to be spending 2 hours per mission, which is what happened in the Long War. Towards the end of that game, you could easily spend 2 hours on a single mission. Not because of the difficulty, not because of the challenge, just because of the sheer number of mobs and the number of hit points they have. Oh, one of them's actually taken a shot with their pathetic little crappy pistol. I mean, there's just no need for this. It's just asinine. And if you haven't seen it before, you'll get to see their wonderful disappearing trick as well, as soon as you shoot one. Have we finished? Do I get a turn yet? No. No, I still don't get a turn. Now, finally. So that was either 23 or 24, and they haven't even begun spawning their reinforcements in yet. I did lose count at some point there, but it was either 23 or 24, and it will spawn in a number, as I only played the first 2 rounds of this before I started the recording software and started recording it. I mean, just look at the state of this. And there'll be more coming in and more. Where do you even start with this lot? So yeah, I've got a tech. He's got a turret, which is kind of pants, but you know, it's a thing. It's what he has.
Deploying.
It's not a great thing, but it's a thing, and I will eventually, hopefully, be leveling him up so he can actually do things. At the moment he can do fuck all. Right. Jesus. Let's just put some AoEs down. Get a bit of damage, thin numbers a bit, yeah, see, hit them and they immediately disappear. So there were some there that I hit, but they've gone now. And of course you can't, although it looks like the trajectory should be fine, you can't actually launch a grenade over there for, you know, reasons. I think those two. No. There's literally nothing. If you follow the angle, there's literally nothing in the way there. And yet, magically, computer says no. If I step forward a bit. No, I can't do that.
Executing.
Come on, give me that pixel. Even though that might hit the one underneath. Probably won't, but it might. Well, it's done some damage. So you've got eyes on that one. Does absolutely nothing, and it disappears. I mean, really, game. Fucking really. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Can't even reacquire them. I know they stood right next to him, but you can't reacquire them as targets, even if you walk back into range.
Good idea.
Apparently not a good idea. Apparently it's an impossible idea. Apparently it's a terrible idea. Not allowed. Okay, there's one. And of course it doesn't kill it, and it just fucks off. Why? Why would you decide this would be a fun way to play this game? What about this occurs to the devs as being sensible or in any way entertaining?
Moving.
Just in no way, shape or form could this ever be described as anything other than tedious, hateful, hellish, pointless time wasting.
Aiming.
Utterly uncalled for. And you can't actually disable these guys' gun arms either. These Tritons, you can disable one of the mist emitters, you can disable their legs, you can never ever stop them shooting, except by killing them. Which is again, beautiful piece of game design. I don't fucking think.
Got you.
And yeah, even the sniper rifle can't actually kill it. Because what would be the fun in that? Hell, even the shotgun can't kill it, and that's the most damaging weapon in the game. So far. At close range. Here we go again. Eyes down looking, may as well bugger off and have a smoke, make a cup of coffee, Also, they seem to have removed the return fire ability from the turret, which is... It was the one good thing about the turret, and they've taken it away. This is the first mission I've actually tried using the Technician's turret. I only just got the tech. I'm hoping it actually gets auto-collected at the end of the battle if it survives, and I don't have to just lose it as you did in Backer Build 4. Especially because I don't have the tech to make them yet. I got this engineer from a random exploration of one of the question marks. I don't actually have access to New Jericho tech, so I can't make turrets of my own. Not that it's a huge loss if it does die or despawn. And I'm struggling to think of interesting things to say while this goes on. And it is going to go on for some time. As I say, I mean, assuming it takes 2 shots minimum to kill them and it spawns 30 mobs, that's a minimum 60 hits, ignoring misses, time spent moving, time spent reloading. And then of course there's the sheer length of time they spend on their turns. And it's the low threat level as well, the fact they're only armed with pistols to minimise the amount of points the AI spends on it so they can throw the most number of mobs. They don't even have a melee attack. The Tritons I had earlier in the game had paralysing melee attacks and vampire arms, which would suck away some of your weapon's health to add to theirs. They don't even have that. All they have is hit points, a pistol, and the ability to fuck off once you shoot them the first time. They are purely designed to be the most annoying mobs possible. It is the only major complaint I have about the game, don't get me wrong. I love the graphics, I love the general gameplay, I love the classes and the different weapon combinations, the fact you can, in theory, equip any class with any armour. As you can see, both of my snipers do have jetpacks. The multi-classing, the random skills they can pick up. The base building doesn't quite have the same level of customization as the old XCOM games did, but even so, it's a huge step up from the modern Firaxis XCOM games. But this points mechanic, this computer just spamming the cheapest, hardest to kill units it has. I've run out of words to use to describe my dislike of it. I'm not going to bother, but I think if I were to actually record this video, then play back how long I spend on my turns, how long the AI spends on theirs, you'd find the AI time is 4 times what I get to play with. And it's all so ineffectual. Don't get me wrong, it'd be worse if they had 30 mobs and they're all armed with sniper rifles. But if they're armed with sniper rifles, you'd probably only have 6 of them. I like the mist. I like the mist generating. It looks cool and it's very thematic. I gotta go now. Okay. So, that one is bleeding a bit. got the Overwatchers that, of course, they get to take their shots before I get to take mine, because that's fair, reasonable, and balanced.
On it.
Now, do I try to just pistol him down and save a sniper shot for one of the big ones? Oh, there's no point, is there? It's going to disappear. Forgot. You can't just pistol them down because you only get one shot. Interestingly, you can't attack that one with the sniper rifle. Well, that's... let's see if we can just finish that one off. What? That's...
Awaiting instructions. On it.
We can at least try. I mean, if I can do some damage and put a bleed on him.
Engaging.
I don't really want to waste my one opportunity. Let's get the aim buff and the free shot on that one. We're running out of will points now, so we'll just take a regular shot. Other sniper. You can see nothing from here. Okay, it's just suddenly reversed my mouse cursor as well. It's actually breaking the game. Yeah, when I push my mouse cursor left, it scrolls to the right, and vice versa. That's not... There's not even an option to do that in the game. There we go, that's better. Yeah, the number of mobs here is actually causing some serious problems.
Success.
Christ. Okay, you can just step back. Oh, and they did manage to destroy the turret somehow. I mean, why wouldn't they? You can't even walk in a melee at this low level. Jesus. Anything this useless
Aiming.
can do?
Enemy engaged.
He can't even fall back to any real cover, can he? Okay, never mind that for a time being. Right, grenade
Awaiting
launcher.
instructions.
Yeah, this number of mobs is just absolutely breaking the game.
Enemy engaged.
And we'll fade back
Time
to
for the
there.
push.
Shotgun needs to basically do the same thing.
Time for the push. Engaging.
Can we not select? Let's see which one is that? 4, 2, 3. Oh, apparently you can't actually see that because the door's shut. Okay, never mind. I wonder.
Aiming.
And then fade back again. Thinning them out. Oh, so slowly. Oh, so slowly.
Holding position.
So it's not difficult. It's not the difficulty that concerns me. They are only armed with pistols, and they aren't that hard to hit. It's just the time it takes, and the ammunition. So I can foresee, you know, in 6 months in game time where they're sending 50, 100 of these, you just physically won't be able to carry enough ammunition to take them out. Which would lead me to my second rant about the utter worthlessness of melee weapons in this game. The default sort of bash with weapon, fine, that has its uses, a little bit of a stun, but the actual melee weapons, when trying to use them as primary, like the Berserker, or I've picked up some of the hitting sticks, I forget what they're called. The Grenadier's actually got one equipped, as have a couple of my heavies. The problem is that against these Tritons, again, because of the 180 hit points, it takes 2 melee attacks to kill one. You can't kill him in one hit, and each melee attack costs 2 AP. So you can either move up, get one swing, fail to kill it, and then end your turn stood right next to a monster that's literally never going to miss you. Or you can not use melee weapons at all, or you have to use an assault or a berserker with assault, spend 3 willpower dashing, then your 4 action points hitting it twice to kill it, then another 3 willpower dashing away. You may as well just have an assault with a shotgun. You know, they kill them in 1 or 2 shots. Most monsters, the Tritons are rare to kill in a single shot, even with the shotgun, but it's doable. But every other monster dies 1 shot. And they can do it at range. They don't have to be right next to it. They can do it from 6, 7, 8 tiles away. And maybe cripple their weapon arm if they don't kill them, maybe cripple the leg, and just walk away, hide. Without having to spend all the extra will points, without sticking their dicks out, without just standing there right in the middle of the enemy. Melee weapons in this game either need to be powerful enough to actually kill these things in one hit, 200, 250 damage, something like that, or they have to cost a single action point. If neither of those things happen, then there is never going to be any reason, realistically, to use a melee weapon in this game. It's a shame because I like melee weapons. I think they're cool. They're just no use in this particular game. And step back. And the other sniper.
I'm listening.
That one is injured and slowly bleeding away. The others... Well, there is one just there. Probably going to have to shotgun. There's one just there. I don't think that sniper can make it though. Can make it there and use a quick shot. Is about the best of my options here. Get the torso. I mean, it still takes 2 shots to kill them regardless, but at least taking out the torso prevents them from disappearing instantly.
Aiming.
No, yes, that one. There's one. No, at least that's panicked most of them. Come on, move. Come on. I know there are enemies everywhere.
Moving.
This is not news.
Engaging. Enemy kill.
Let's just have a look. That's the only one there that isn't panicked,
Engaging.
so that one needs to go. It's already lost. No, it hasn't lost its torso yet. Damn it. Still hasn't taken out the torso. That's panicking, that's panicking, that's panicking, that's panicking. Some of these are bleeding, possibly even already dead. Just bounce down range. He's lost his turret, but then it's not the turret I really want him for, it's the healing ability from his arm. Now the Grenadier can probably reach up there if I step him forwards.
Got it. Executing.
Just about. Yeah, that'll do. Something. A tad concerned about that one right there, so we'll just step him all the way back to here. And of course, your most effective way of killing them is to chop a piece or two off, let them bleed to death. That way you can focus fire on the other ones. But your soldiers don't get XP for monsters that bleed to death. So of all these monsters, I'm probably only going to get XP for somewhere between a quarter and a third of them, because I have to focus on the ones I can hit, and all these ones that are bleeding to death are wasted, lost XP, don't count. You have to waste ammunition and time shooting them, but you don't get any benefits for it, because that's completely reasonable. I did warn you this was just going to be one long constant rant of a video, and I would hate to disappoint.
Good idea.
Clear some of that's actually in there. There's a whole bunch of crap in there. Now gone. Right. See if you can tidy up some of these. I do need to farm some kills, and therefore some XP to level this technician up. Right. I think I'm actually down to the last handful. I mean, I can only see 2. There are probably a whole bunch more I can't actually see, but let's just have a look. So now we can see 3.
On it.
Let's just... So where is the third one? Oh, down there. I think those are all friendlies in there hiding from the monsters. Would make sense. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, I don't see anything else down there of any particular interest. Yeah, no, you're not going to make that shot. Let's get you moving. So we can finish that off. Scoop up a bit of XP. So as I say, the bash is only 1 action point, and it does about as much damage as... yeah. That's actually hitting them with a... well, okay, it doesn't do as much damage as hitting them with a proper melee weapon. I was exaggerating, but it's still...
I'm going.
oh, and there's another one there as well. And probably some more back there, and another one over there, and I'm pretty sure there's one somewhere around there. Oh, we also no longer have sufficient will points to do any good
Got it.
stuff with you, so I'm just going to sit there. You're probably in the same boat. Yeah, you may as well recover. There's not what else you lads can do. There's nothing you can do. There's one around there somewhere. Completely untouched. Why would you run towards the bad guys? See, mostly the civilians in these Haven defense missions are acting a bit more sensibly than they used to. They do generally at least contemplate running away now. See if we can relocate those other two. He's all the way back there. That is a bit of a long shot. I'd rather try for it with the sniper, if I'm honest. If the sniper can get visual on him. Can.
Target confirmation.
Okay, fine, we'll have to do it with this then. Well, hope to. Nice. Now, can you really see him?
More threats.
Oh. There's another untouched one just there. Yeah, no. Maybe more like it.
Moving.
You've got 9 will points.
Moving.
So if you move forward.
Enemy ahead.
Jesus. Look at them all. Fuck me. Two, that was going to bleed out. But that's still 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus however many more spawn next turn. I mean, come on. Come on, game. Is this really
Enemy
necessary?
spotted.
Oh, and there's another one there. No, that one's panicking. So that's fine, whatever. If you step forward, you can probably
I'm
do a
going.
little plinky plink on that one and a little damage on the other one. No. Could dash. Would definitely give me sufficient movement.
Loud and clear.
Should damage that one and finish that one off, or at least work towards finishing that one. And you can do the square root of fuck all. Just can't even get into the building. I don't know, step up there. Go on Overwatch maybe? In case that one decides to move. Yeah, why not? There's another completely untouched one in there. And another one in there. I mean, I'm laughing, but it's not really funny. I wouldn't mind if they died, like the crabmen, in one sniper or shotgun blast. I wouldn't mind if they didn't, have the ability to stealth. I wouldn't mind if there were so many things that were different. And then of course they're hiding right at the far edge of the map as well. So you've got to hunt them all down. One by one. That's going to stop the shotgun blast, I think. And there's another one there as well. Yeah, he actually killed it in one hit. Makes a nice change. Stay there temporarily to give me line of sight. Yeah, don't fancy your chances, mate. Snipers, what can you see? See that one apparently. Not really. Let's just have you recover some will points so you can use quick aim in future turns. Other sniper. You can kind of see something. Yeah, that one's not really all that important. Yeah, I don't see that shot being pulled off anytime soon. Let's see about one of these others. Yeah, that looks viable.
Got it.
Sit there temporarily.
On it. Got you. Couldn't hit the enemy.
About you. Yeah, he's got, what is it called? The Phoenix Stun Lance. Yeah, 2 action points for 110 damage. The regular weapon bash is like 60 damage for 1 action point. Neither are particularly worth using in any way, shape or form, other than as an emergency when all your actual weapons have been destroyed.
On it.
Also, yeah, the grenades no longer actually destroy anything. I mean, they just about blew out some walls and that's it. Some glass walls. I must add, not even walls, just glass. There's no way you're going to achieve anything. Well, you may as well at least try. I mean, if you try to take out the cover with a grenade and then finish up with a shot.
Aiming.
And then sit behind that bit of cover. Slowly advancing up. Oh, there's another fresh untouched one there and another one there. This is just crazy. Now that's someone at the door. Well, that was the police looking for one of my neighbours. Bit concerned she may have gone missing. She's a elderly lady. Right, I think he may have to pull the same deal again. Hopefully have the shotgun to take that one out. Does he have a line of sight there? Yes, he does.
Double time.
There is another one there. No, he's comedianed away. That's a slightly wounded one. Might be able to finish it off or not. So can you relocate? Not as such. This could actually be time to jet jump over to the other building. Yeah, where was the grenadier? That's going to be a long shot. I'm not even sure if he can make that angle. We'll give it a go. Yeah, no, that building's in the way. That is a shame. Another completely untouched one hiding down there. Okay, so you are going to have to run around. I mean, at this stage of the game, not much more to be gained from the grenade launcher. Yeah, 100 damage. Just fine for finishing off weakened ones, but you get like the Berserker class, that's their primary weapon, which is doing nothing. Okay, now I did see a customer for you.
Engaging.
Just there.
Reloading.
Fast running out of ammo. We should
Aiming.
try a speculative little pistol shot.
Target hit.
It's not like anyone else is going to get a shot on them, so I'm not really wasting an opportunity.
Yes.
And you can just stand by and you start moving up, trudging slowly forwards. Must be getting to the end of them now. Must be. Four left. That pause probably means there's another one or two kicking around somewhere. Okay, we must be getting towards the end of them now. I mean, I know I keep saying that.
Got you.
Completely out of ammo. No more shots left in the bank. Yep, he's down to pistols only. Still two completely untouched ones in there. They're both on Overwatch. Still that one there as well. I'm probably going to have to resort to harsh language. Just smacking them with the butts of the guns at this point. But at least we've got them scared.
Moving.
I mean, this has got to be the last two now.
Target confirmation.
He's completely out of ammo, and I can't even make any more ammo for him.
Moving.
Oh, the state of this. Going to hitting them with sticks at this point. The absolute state of this, and as I say, this isn't even a month into the game's progression. This is still a relatively low points level of spam. There's just no justification possible for this. If they had few enough hit points to die in one shot, yeah, sure, fine, bring them in. But this... Of course, when they do die in one shot, I certainly didn't record it, but I had a mission where a single assault level 7 ability gets you 2 action points back every time. And the game is completely bugged. Come on. Come on. Give them their activation. Yep, escape's not working. Game has apparently hard locked. So, yep, I'll send in a report, end this video here.